Happy, Finding Joy in Every Day and Letting Go of Perfect, by Fearne Cotton. This summary is brought to you by Hook My Book. Fearne Cotton's book, Happy, is a guide to finding happiness in your everyday life. The book has workbook elements that help you start and end the day well, get in touch with your creative side, and find peace through written exercises. Depression and Cure. The author discusses her own experiences with happiness and depression and how they've changed her perspective on the matter. She talks about how happiness is not a far-off destination that lives somewhere outside of us, but is something that we can all find within ourselves. She also discusses how to find balance in our lives and how to deal with tough times. The author describes her experience with depression and how it affected her life. She says that it is important to be honest about your life and have compassion for yourself when experiencing depression. And to be patient in your journey to awakening inner happiness. Depression can feel like a dark cloud that hangs over your life, making everything feel difficult and exhausting. It can be tricky to know when you have crossed the line from feeling a bit down to depression, but for some it is a gradual process. Symptoms can include feeling lost, out of control, and having little hope for the future. It can be hard to leave the house during this time, but it is important to keep working to avoid relapse. Mental health problems can be a sign that someone is depressed. Symptoms of depression can include feeling down, losing interest in things you used to enjoy, sleeping too much or too little, and having thoughts about suicide. If you're worried about someone, the first thing you should do is talk to them. Mind provides information and support to people who are experiencing mental health problems. If you slip into blackness of depression, don't keep it in. Find someone you trust, friend or professional, and tell them about it. Depression can make you feel very sad and hopeless, but it is not your fault. You might need to see a doctor to figure out what is wrong, but there are other things you can do to help yourself. You might need to change some of your beliefs about yourself, the world, and how things work. You should also try to be around positive people and do activities that make you feel alive. Sometimes you might feel defined by your story, and you might need to worry about mistakes you've made in the past and things you could have done differently. But eventually, with the help of your tools and your own strength, you can begin to climb out of this dark place. Balance. The author explains that for her, having a happy balance is the cornerstone of contentment. She says that balance is not necessarily a saccharine sweet thumbs up, but rather a calm and considered, grounded peace. The author explains that it is hard to find balance, but that it is something that must be worked at. We exhaust ourselves and we need to be vigilant about our balance. It is very difficult to maintain balance in today's world, but it is important to do so to have a healthy and happy life. When someone is out of balance, they may feel tired, stressed, or anxious. They may also have trouble concentrating, making decisions, or managing their time. To be in balance, a person needs to have a healthy balance of what they want to do and what they should be doing. They should also make time for rest and relaxation. Make these 5 changes to find balance. 1. Take time when you eat. Make sure you can sit and enjoy every mouthful of what is in front of you. 2. Turn your phone off at night. 3. Go and stand outside for 5 minutes come rain or shine. 4. Get a pen and paper and doodle away. 5. Take a real look around you. You can be in the busiest of environments but still, feel you're in a calm place by just stopping and observing the scene. See others, listen to the sounds around you, feel the quality of air, sense the clothes on your skin, and be aware of your breath leaving each nostril. Many people today are impatient and want things to happen right away. This can be a problem because sometimes things need to happen slowly to be done well. Patience can also help us when we are trying to do something for the first time. Sometimes we need to take our time and do things the right way to get the best result. The author describes how it is important to avoid drama in order to maintain balance. Drama can consume one and lead to problems such as depression. It is important to be patient and have the self-confidence to avoid drama. Being in the now allows you to enjoy life fully, without worrying about the past or future. The now is a very powerful moment, and allows you to invite all of your emotions and sensations in. Without nostalgia, we would miss out on the pleasure and happiness that memories can bring. However, nostalgia can also be a harmful force, as it can easily lead to negative thoughts and memories dominating our lives. To prevent nostalgia from damaging our lives, we need to practice mindfulness and focus on the present moment. The author talks about how it's important to not get too caught up in the me of the future, because it's easy to lose focus on what's important in the present moment. The author also says that it's okay to have aspirations and goals, but that it's important to remember that the you of the future is just like the you in the present moment. There is no guarantee of happiness after attaining great success. The author advises the reader to focus on daily happiness instead of striving for something that may not even be attainable. Happy face. Our exterior is how we want to be perceived and can give away a lot or little about ourselves. For example, if someone wears revealing clothing, they may be showing off their curves or sexuality in an outward way. The author talks about how people in their 20s go through a crisis of character, and feel the need to display a daring and adventurous persona. They get tattoos and dye their hair in various colors in an attempt to show this side of themselves to the world. However, this doesn't always feel natural or comfortable, and people eventually learn to enjoy the peacock feathers of their personality more. Don't take social media seriously. Social media has both good and bad aspects. Some people use it to share their lives with the world, while others use it to judge and compare themselves to others. It can be helpful to take social media posts with a grain of salt and to remember that everything on social media is only a moment. Remember to go with those moments when you feel beautiful, when you feel happy and glowing from the inside. These moments are the ones worth celebrating and sharing. Be brave, be bold, be you, and dance to your beat. Be fearless. Young children don't have filters, concerns, or inhibitions. They are free and open to the world and enjoy life fully. We can learn from this by being authentic and showing our true colors. Doing things our way is thrilling and exciting, and friends of this courageous streak are our most inspiring heroes. When we are not true to ourselves, we experience physical reactions. It is important to ask questions and try to understand others before vilifying them. The power of choices. The power of choice comes with the freedom to make changes. Sometimes we forget we have this power, especially when we are feeling angry or upset. When we don't have control, our emotions can get out of hand. We have the power to choose how we react. Sometimes we react with anger, and other times we react with compassion. We have the power to choose which reaction we want to have. If you want to achieve something, then you should go for it. You don't have to do great leaps at first, you can start by taking small steps. Be positive. The author describes how being concerned with others' pain or suffering can be tough, as it feels unfair. She points out that it's important to remember that bad things happen to good people as well, and that there are equal amounts of magical and wonderful things happening in the world. She encourages readers to use their negative thoughts to do good, by resolving to help others. The author also says that focusing on the positives and accepting the limitations of life is a better way to live. The author discusses how the mind is something that can be controlled, that we make up the rules for it, and that we can train our brain to work positively. She goes on to say that getting our heads in good shape requires daily practice, and that meditation and yoga are excellent ways to achieve this. She also discusses how meditation can help us have clear thoughts and decisions. Anxiety is a feeling of worry, fear, and unease that can occur when something worries you is about to happen, or is constantly happening. It can be mild or severe, and can hinder your ability to live a normal life. There are ways to deal with anxiety, and one way is to talk to someone about it. Finally, accepting yourself for who you are and what you go through is the key to a happy life. You have good and bad moments, just like everyone else, but you can learn to accept them and move on. When you're in a bad moment, focus on the good things in your life and try to laugh it off. Listen to music that makes you happy, read books that make you feel good, and surround yourself with people who make you feel good. End of the summary. Thanks for listening.